Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. This is Hania, and today I'd like to show you a quick recipe that I came up with one Ramadan. So this recipe I called it Harira Express because it's a Harira soup but actually quicker. So this soup can be made in 15-20 minutes or less. So depending on how fast you are with the prep. So I'm making this soup today because I had some vegetables in the freezer, not the freezer, the refrigerator, that were starting to get bad, and I want to use them up. So what I have in here, I'm not going to give you any measurements because it's really not about measurements here. It's just whatever you put in the pot according to how much people you have in your family. So what I have in my pot is a red onion. You could use white onion if that's what you have. I have courgette, also known as zucchini, some pumpkin. You could also use butternut squash or anything else what you would like to put in the soup. I have carrots in there, a bay leaf. I have madanus, which is parsley, kuzbur, which is cilantro or coriander, depending where you're from. I also put about a cup of red lentils. Red lentils are really fast cooking, so that's why I'm choosing to use those opposed to chickpeas. I have chicken stock. You can use a bouillon cube if that's what you prefer. I don't have any meat in there because that would take longer to cook, so it wouldn't be express. Later on, I'll give you an option how to put some meat in there if you like. What else? I have ras al hanout. I used about 2 tablespoons in there, some salt, and a generous pinch of cinnamon and black pepper. Obviously, oil also. So I'm just going to put the lid on the coconut and let that cook for about 10 minutes. And in 10 minutes time, I'll return and show you how everything looks. So it's been 10 minutes. I've turned off the coconut. I used the natural release here and let all the steam out, so now it's safe to open. So this is what everything looks like. So at this point I would strain out, try to fish out the bay leaf, which I'm not going to do now, but while filming. But fish that out and then use immersion blender to blend it up. So inshallah I'm going to do that and then come back. So I've pureed my harira. I didn't puree it completely. As you can see, there's still some chunks in there. My family actually likes some chunks, so I don't puree it completely. If your family likes more pureed harira or soup, go ahead, puree it completely. So I'm also going to add a grain. So there's a variety of grains that you can add, but today I am just going to add some pasta vermicelli because I would like to get dinner or lunch on the table quickly as possible because we have to go somewhere later. Another suggestions would be use some rice. Here's some brown basmati rice. Here's some bulgur, even some cracked barley, sha'ir. But with these, I would suggest soaking them while you have your harira cooking. You have your harira cooking on the stove, so that when your harira is cooked, ready to be after pureeing, you can just dump your grain that you've soaked right into the pot and cook it for an extra 5 to 8 up to 10 minutes. So I'm gonna put my vermicelli in and get back with you. So my vermicelli is halfway cooked. At this stage, if I wanted to add some meat, I would suggest adding some ground meat or minced meat, or even some pre-cooked shredded chicken. So I would suggest using the ground meat, the minced meat, because it does cook fast. So basically all you do is just take your ground meat, minced meat, and throw it into little chunks. Just pop it into the soup, or even make them into meatballs, but of course you would salt the meat before putting it in. Well, today I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to make it vegetarian. Well, not vegetarian because I added the chicken stock, but meatless, let's say. And I'm going to come back once the vermicelli is cooked and show you how everything looks. So here I have my soup already to be eaten. At the end I just stir in a little bit more of kuzbor, which is cilantro or coriander, and I usually have lemon at the table for whoever likes to add a bit of lemon. So that was my quick 15-minute Harira Express. Inshallah this was a useful tip for you, and Assalamu alaikum.